Hey Leo, welcome to Light Guided. Lisa here to do your monthly energy reading for October. I sure hope these messages, well, I can't speak today, tongue-tied. I hope these messages find you each well. And I'm feeling a lot of fire around you right now, Leos. A lot of passionate energy, a lot of kind of not angry energy. It's not even frustration. It's just more this kind of like excited, passionate energy. Let's do it now. Come on, let's go, like that kind of thing. Maybe you're trying to encourage your friends to get out of the house. I don't know, do something kind of fun. But there's a lot of fun, passionate energy around you. For some of you, that's going to be the energy around, new relationship, new connections, a new endeavor, a new project that you're starting. So lots of fun there. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. These are general readings. If you're interested in more personal readings or to learn more about Light Guided, please check us out in the description box below. All right. Wow. This is like completely the opposite of passionate energy coming out here. I'll be curious to see how the rest of the energies unfold here in the reading. So the energy of icebergs, submerged. This is an energy of kind of holding back, keeping something back. And what they're actually showing me is that in some cases when we've been holding on to something for a long time or feel held down or feel oppressed is the word that's coming up. When we feel kind of oppressed, in fact, what sometimes does happen is that we hit our limit and we do kind of explode. We do kind of reach the boiling point. And I'm wondering if that's part of what's happening in your energy that I'm picking up. I am seeing, though, for those of you that have been in that kind of submerged energy, there's been a reason for that. There's been a purpose for that time. You've needed that time to create some protection or separation from some external events happening around you. You've really needed this protection. So this energy has served you well and looks like it's going to be carrying over into October. So let's take a look at recent past energies. Ooh. Scarab beetle spirit. Magic works through you. So definitely an energy here. I'm still getting this vibe, this feeling of intense energy, intense passion, not quite creativity, but again, this energy of forward focus, of putting all of your attention towards something that excites you. It's very much that kind of energy happening here. And in this position, with the scarab in this position, there's definitely been a lot of things happening that you've been part of bringing to the surface. So again, these could be new ideas. These could be situations that, because of your ability to perceive what's going on, you may be, saying things like, oh, hey, but have you thought about, this, X, Y, Z, and helping other people to see situations more broadly, from the bigger picture, but that's not quite right. They're telling me it's more you're helping to point out things that aren't quite right in such a way that people are able to arrive at that conclusion for themselves. So you're kind of mirroring things back to people. And because of that, there's kind of this energy, this beautiful magical energy that's happening through you. And people might actually even be looking to you right now as a leader. They might be looking to you as someone to look up to, or to, like I said, lead the way. Interesting. Let's see what else we have going on here. Let's take a look at the current energies. What's happening in the current energy here? This is the energy of truth be told. So as you're moving, whoa, excuse me. Chair just slipped out from under me here. As you're moving into the month of October, there's going to be something that's revealed to you that's going to surprise you. This could be related to a love relationship, or a relationship, somebody that you're connected with, somebody coming forward to tell you or disclose something to you that is kind of surprising. When you hear this information, however, you're gonna take it, like you're gonna be able to receive that information and not react. You're just gonna kind of hold on to it and allow that information to seep in, so that you can make some decisions around it later. And again, we'll see how the rest of the energies play out here, but this information will surprise you, whatever this is about. For some of you, this is also about seeing the truth in a situation that you had kind of a lot of idealism around, and maybe there's things about that situation that are coming to the surface that are really surprising you, things you just didn't expect. I feel like this was part of your reading last month, Leo. That kind of energy is very similar as I'm talking through this. So just a sense of like disillusionment, disillusionment being, going away. So, or becoming disillusioned, no. Challenging illusion, which is, I think, disillusionment, right? All right. But this is a very powerful energy. This is an energy that's going to help to shape some of the way that you are moving forward with certain decisions or certain situations. So that's a very powerful and important energy happening here in the month of October. We're going to look at how this situation is affecting you at the subconscious level. I'm going to pull these, then we'll go through each one. Okay. All right, let's try it this way. At the subconscious level, there's an energy here of serendipity. So it's as if you don't expect this truth or this situation to be revealed in the way that it does get revealed, but once it is revealed, you're going to recognize how important that was. You're going to recognize, wow, this was such perfect timing. I needed to know this information right now, because if I didn't, I would have been going down this other path, and it could have ruined me, not literally, but it could have really negatively impacted me if I didn't have this information. So even though the information's difficult, it's going to surprise you. You are going to see this as like perfect timing. It's going to be the perfect timing. We have the energy of blessings. So again, I feel like whatever this information is that's coming forward, this is the universe helping you out here. The universe is doing you a favor. They're bringing forward this information for you that's actually going to turn out to be a blessing. So even though you're quite surprised, even though it's a little shocking, like I said, you hold steady in the face of this information, and eventually you do begin to recognize, wow, this was like divine timing, and it's really supporting me. Now better things are coming because of this information that I found out. And finally, we have the beautiful energy of justice, which is about coming into balance around something. And I feel like this is specifically talking about whatever truth is coming forward. The truth that's coming forward, or that whatever's being revealed, is about bringing things back into balance, literally bringing things back into balance. So for example, somebody withheld something from you that caused you difficulty. By them coming forward to share this with you, they're sort of taking on that difficulty themselves and relieving you, if that makes sense. So it's kind of an equal exchange now of energy, an equal exchange of information and that type of thing. And at the spiritual level, there's also an equaling of the playing field in this situation. I'm getting a message for some of you about, you know, they're saying, you know, don't see this as an opportunity to get the upper hand. So for those of you who may have some anger or frustration about this situation or this person, if that's relevant to your situation, be really mindful about not seeing this as getting the upper hand. Now, they are saying you do have the upper hand, but don't use it against anybody. Okay, this information is coming in for your benefit. It's not coming in to be used in a negative way. And they call me to share that message, so that may resonate for some of you. Sometimes, you know, these situations can be very painful, and sometimes we want to try to level the playing field ourselves through our behavior and actions. But they're telling me that through this situation, the energy is being equalized. It's getting, justice will be served, right? All right, so let's take a look at the conscious level in this situation. Leo at the conscious level. Beautiful. We have this energy of boundaries, the energy of answers, and we have the energy of reconciliation. And this did come in the reverse. I don't always read reversals unless I'm prompted to do so. And I'll see how this energy unfolds. I am being told to read it in the reverse, but I want to see how the energy unfolds here. Okay. So at the conscious level around boundaries, boy, this is really a tried and true testament to you, again, around holding firm, holding steady. As you're hearing this information that's being revealed to you, or as you're observing something being revealed to you that maybe doesn't quite meet your level of moral expectation or your level of integrity, you are having to stay true to your own boundaries, your own inner truth. And the way this energy is coming across in this reading is that this is about staying self-contained in this energy. In other words, it kind of goes back to that message about, you know, not using this information to try to bring justice on someone yourself, but letting spirit handle that part. This is about staying contained, holding confidentiality. Whatever you're learning or whatever is being told to you, it's really important that you maintain that in confidence, that you hold this to yourself, that this is not information that's something to be widely shared. We have the energy of answers. So as this information is revealed to you, as we've been talking about, it's going to bring a great deal of clarity on some level. On another level, this is also going to prompt you to want to find out. So it's going to cause you to ask some questions of yourself. As this information is revealed, you may have to go inward and be examining your part in that situation, examining what it means to you now that you have this information. And you're going to be struggling with that a little bit. And you might, in that case, be looking for answers. You might, in that case, be reaching out to people that you admire and trust and respect to ask for guidance, and doing that in a way that's at the highest level of integrity, holding true to not revealing your sources, to, you know, not saying anything negative or bad about anybody else who might be involved. Yeah, interesting. And then we have this final energy here of reconciliation in reverse. What I'm feeling like here is this, again, as the story unfolds for you, and you get to this place where now you may be seeking guidance from someone else, that kind of thing. What this feels like to me in this reconciliation energy is actually the possibility of a separation from this situation. So for some of you, this could be a job that you work at. This could be a group of people that you're connected with. It could be a relationship, a family member, a friendship, or a romantic relationship. And what I'm seeing is that there may be the need to separate yourself either physically from the situation or emotionally from the situation, because you're not jiving with this. Whatever is being revealed to you, even though you're taking it on and you're showing respect, whatever information is here, it's not jiving with you. It doesn't match your level of integrity or your level of character. And so there is going to be a decision point around separating yourself emotionally or physically from this situation at some point. And like I said, if this is a job or a relationship, you may decide to end that, change jobs or walk away from the relationship, something like that. And it could just be an emotional decision where you just decide you're not going to engage around a certain topic anymore or something like that. Okay. At the higher conscious level, this is the energy that Spirit is bringing into your awareness, but where you may not be quite aware yet. So let's take a look here. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Very beautiful. This is very affirming, actually. What this is showing me here with these energies is that as you hold steady and true to your own integrity and your own truth, you will feel at ease and at peace with this situation. That because you know you're following your heart, your integrity, your character, and you're doing the right thing based on what you know to be true, you can sleep at night, basically. You're going to have peace of mind around this situation. And it's also going to bring in some new opportunities for you. There's some new opportunities happening here. And for some of you, what I'm seeing is that it's going to generate some new thinking and some new creative thinking. Like, oh, well, maybe I could be doing something different. Maybe I could be, try this other job out, or, go into a relationship with a different kind of attitude or something like that, where you're going to be energized to be more creative and be thinking about new and different ways to approach situations moving forward. I'm seeing for some of you very clearly this message that's coming in. There's another message that's coming in after this situation unfolds, and this might be a message from Spirit or a spirit guide. Could be a deceased loved one. But for some of you, you're going to get further confirmation of this path that you're on, that's going to help affirm for you, oh yes, I've made the right decision, possibly again in this separation or removing yourself from the situation. But there's going to be a message that comes in that's going to affirm that for you. And finally, we have friendship, this beautiful energy. And I just see this as celebration. I see this as I have freed myself from a situation that doesn't serve me, that's holding me back, that's hurting me in some way. And I'm freeing myself up to now be in an energy of joy and delight. And I'm seeing there's a lot of people around you who really support you. I feel like I said before, there are people who look to you as a leader. So there's more of that kind of energy coming forward here. People see you as a leader. People want to, they respect you and appreciate you. And I feel like more of that energy will be coming through for you. What needs to be healed in this situation? Let's look at what needs to be healed or released. What needs to be healed or released? I have the energy of fulfillment. I feel like I need to pull a couple more here. The energy of patience and the energy of embracing. Now, these are two cranes. I don't know what this symbolism is for crane, but if that resonates for you to check it out, you might want to look that up, see if there's any additional messages there for you. So, in the energy of fulfillment, when we look at what needs to be released, this is about releasing expectations of, like, for example, if whatever this situation is, you thought that it was going to be the end all be all. This situation was going to fulfill you. It was a dream that you had. This is an energy of let that go. Let that go, because the holding on to that belief that something like this is going to fulfill you is actually holding you back. And you haven't seen it yet. You don't actually recognize or realize that yet. But it's holding you back. The energy of patience. So there is a sense here of like, what I'm hearing here is about being authentic. Like there may be part of you that sometimes you put on a mask, I guess, or you pretend to feel patient. You convey patience or you convey calmness to people on the outside. But on the inside, you're kind of fiery, right? Where's that fire energy? Interesting, we didn't have any fire energy coming up here at all. But on the inside, you feel fiery. On the inside, you feel that passion, like you need to speak your truth. And so that might be something that you need to release is, allowing yourself a place to express yourself appropriately, allowing yourself a place where you can say like, hey, this is what I'm really feeling right now in this situation. Maybe among your friends that you trust that you can express yourself to. And finally, we have the energy of embracing. And very similar to this energy of fulfillment, this is reading to me like letting go of expectation, letting go of, what I'm seeing is like a raft on a river, and holding on to this raft. You've fallen out of the raft and you're holding on to the raft, and you're holding on so tight that you're getting beaten up on the rocks and beaten up in the water because the raft is just too big and unruly. So it's just pummeling you. And so sometimes, even though it's a fearful or we're afraid, we need to release ourselves from what we think is safe, right? The raft looks safe, but the harder you hold on to it, the more you're getting pummeled. And so by letting go of that, by releasing that, then you actually realize, oh wait, I'm floating in the water and I can actually have more flexibility now. I can actually move better now that I'm not holding on to that raft. So that's the message here. It's a little bit about letting go of the perceived sense of safety, okay? Oh, beautiful. And what needs to be sustained in the month of October is your attention to all the blessings in your life. Your attention to all the gifts that are here for you. And blessings came up here earlier. So this may even be for some of you that you're going to start seeing more blessings happen. You're going to start to be even more aware of how blessed you are. Not just in this situation, but in many, many areas of life. This is the energy in the position is what needs to be started or begun. This is an action, and I love it that the action is to relax. Your action is to relax. So this may just be, a time now to take care of yourself a little more, a time to, just kind of disconnect from all the things that are, requiring a lot of your time and attention, and really just being in your own energy. I do this beautiful meditation. There's a part of this meditation called the Golden Sun, and where you imagine a golden sun above your head and you fill it with all of your own beautiful energy, and then you let that energy just fill your whole being and your aura and all of that. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Even though this is a moon, it just has that feel to me. It's like this is your own energy. You just need to be in your own energy right now. Lots of birds in your reading. Lots of birds. I feel like for you that is about spiritual messages coming through. So be on the lookout for, coincidence, little serendipities, like seeing feathers, seeing, repeat patterns in numbers, like spirits trying to reach you. And let's take a look at overall outcome here. We have the energy of protection. Leadership, yeah. and thriving. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this card before. This is so fantastic. Beautiful giraffe. And wow, what a beautiful energy. Okay, I'm gonna start with thriving. This is about you. Excuse me 1 second. I'm just getting several messages. They just want me to tune in here for a second, please. What they're telling me is this is about reaching new heights. Literally, like this situation is going to show you something about yourself that you didn't recognize before. And it's going to allow you to not only see things from a new perspective, but in this new perspective, you're going to be like 100 times better off than you were before. It's like, and spirit is all over this situation, right? You're going to recognize the blessings and the serendipity in learning this information. But in fact, it's actually a pivotal point for you to be in a space of growth and recognition that everything that you need and want is right within your reach. It's right within your reach. And that's going to become more and more apparent. And I do feel like for some of you, especially if this is a work situation, but even if this is related to relationships, some of you may get recognized as a leader, even if you're not in the role of a leadership role now. You might get a promotion, something like that, but people continue to see you in this leadership role because of the way that you behave, the way that you handle yourself. And this is an energy of, it's an energy of humility, but it's also the energy of doing the right thing, being in integrity with yourself, and knowing when to take that first action. And that's what I feel like all of this is kind of, whatever this situation is for you, it's culminating into this energy here. Beautiful. And finally, we have the energy of protection. I'm getting a couple different messages on this one too. This feels like for some of you, you may be trying to protect another person. Let me get a clarifier on this one. Is there a clarifier for? Thank you. Yeah, so for some of you, this is related to work. And I feel like this is, there may be a situation for some of you at work as this unfolds where you might find yourself in a little bit of a compromised position because of what's revealed to you. And what they're telling me is you're protected, that there are people around you and other forces is what they're saying. There are other forces and people around you that that will have your back, that will totally recognize the situation for what it is. And the most important thing for you is to stay in integrity. Hold those boundaries firm. Make sure that you're not violating anybody's confidence. Be responsible for your own part. Okay. Really interesting reading, Leo. Let's, I'm going to pull a couple of, I'm going to pull a heart and soul message, and I'm going to pull a soul card for you, a soul truth card. Let's see what final messages Spirit has for you. I love these. The paintings on these images are so beautiful. As the seasons of life turn, remember your life and all your experiences are driven by the invisible wheels of love. Life is an eternal ocean, and death and rebirth are the rising and falling of the same wave. Attached to every ending is a new beginning. So for any of you where there's a walking away or, a separation that needs to happen, this is very affirming, that when we leave one situation or end something that's not working for us, we create room for something that is working or can work, a new beginning. Let's take a look at a soul truth card. Am I in my head or in my heart? What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Beautiful. What I'm getting from that energy for you specifically is that as the situation unfolds, because you are very intelligent and you're a fire sign, you tend to be in your kind of thoughts, in your mind, in your intelligence. Make sure that you bring some heart into the situation too. Bring some compassion into the situation for yourself and anyone else involved. And allow that place of knowing to help guide you in this situation. All right, Leos, I hope this reading brought some clarity to you or had some messages for you. And if it did resonate, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Leave us a comment. We really appreciate hearing from you. And until next time, I send you much love and blessings. Thank you.